Peyton, 9 in a row. You've had a lot of success in this stadium, but 9 in a row for this team. How much better are you guys getting now as you go forward?
Well, that's our goal, to try to get better every week. I feel like we probably do in some areas. I think you're still looking to play that perfect 60-minute game. That's a goal every week, and we did some good things today. I know there's some things we can do better. First game, we had not turned the ball over. I thought that was pretty significant. We'd love to keep that going. We felt fortunate to be winning a lot of these games, with some of the turnovers we've had. So we'd love to get into that plus on the turnover margins. So that was a step in the right direction, and weren't down in the red zone a ton today. When we were down there, got some touchdowns. That was important. Well, yeah, that was Eric. Really played well today. We were hitting some outs and some intermediate routes, and we thought thought it was time to maybe send something down the field. So they have good cover guys outside. So anytime you're playing against good cover guys, you got to give them the mix. You got to give them the short, the intermediate, and the deep stuff. So it was a double move by Eric, and good route, good protection. I really thought it was set up by the run game. We were running the ball well. It was off a run play we've been running. We had a good fake, and I don't know if necessarily froze the safety or anybody, but it just gives you that good mix of running the play action when you're running the ball well.
Peyton, that throw you had there, Eric, I mean, it was velocity and all that. Haven't asked about your arm, but is your arm almost all the way back now?
Yeah, I mean, I throw it. I don't really know how to answer that. Yeah, so yeah, I still have rehab I have to do. I still have strength to recover. So yeah, I would not say that, no.
There's a sense of, you guys have steamrolled here through the regular season. It's almost like to those following you, bring on the Patriots, bring on the Texans, see what you can do in January, get this part over with, and bring on the playoffs. How do you keep from doing that?
Well, it's pretty easy. We have Cleveland next week, and I don't know if they won today, but they have a good defense. We're playing at home. It's just really been a 1 week at a time season, especially for me being in a new environment. Every game I can play with my new teammates is better for me. I still think we have things our entire team can improve on. You can learn something in each situation. So that may be kind of the chatter and the talk on the outside, but inside, this is a good place to come in here and get a road win in Baltimore. We got Cleveland next week, and it's a home game, and it'd be nice to keep our home winning streak alive.
Does it still feel like a new environment?
Very much so. Yeah, every day. It's new, and like I said, you try to learn something every day, get a little more comfortable at something every day. But it's still very new. There's no question about it.
You got knocked down a couple times in the first half. What adjustments did you make in the second?
Well, we thought that particular series we threw it all 3 downs. We thought it doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're just going to do the same thing, it probably plays into their hands a little bit. So we tried to give a little more mix after that of some first down run, first down play action, a little bit keeping them off balance. And that was probably not one of our best series. And so after that, we had a little more of a mix in the play calling.
Generally, when the defense is on the field, your defense, you're busy. But were you, because it was the end of the first half, were you paying attention to what Chris Harris did?
Certainly.
And that was in front of you. I mean, what was your...
Yeah, it was a great play. I mean, it's probably a 14-point swing. Baltimore has some momentum there on the drive, and looks like they're probably going to get the touchdown. Plus, they get the ball the first series of the second half. And so just a huge play by Chris undercutting it. The turnover is good. The fact that he took it all the way to the house for a touchdown was even bigger. So big play, big swing in the game and the momentum, and I thought it kind of jump-started everything in the second half for us.
He's done that a couple of times for you this year.
He's a tough cover guy in practice. We have good challenges and battles with him in practice, whether he's guarding Stokely or Decker or DT, and it's been that way all season going against him in our secondary. Those are some good challenges.
Peyton, this week you were quick to point out that your personal winning streak against the Ravens was different teams, team victories. Is that how you would sum this one up? I mean, you had the running game going, you played well, the defense came through.
Well, I think all of them have been team wins. I mean, that's what you have to have, especially late in the season. I think you have to have all parts of the game contributing. I thought our run game was solid today, and it set up some things in the passing game. The defense played good, got some good returns out of Holiday, and that's what you have to beat good teams. This is a good football team that we beat today at their place, and I have a lot of respect for them. So everybody has to do their part, and that's really what it's about, especially down the stretch.
Can you talk about the play of Noshan? Does it just seem like he's getting better every week?
I feel like he is. I'm sure certainly he could tell you more, but he really hasn't played a lot. I mean, he spent so many weeks as an inactive player, so I think each week he's gotten more comfortable in the run game and doing some things in the passing game. And I thought he and the offensive line really did a good job in the run game today.
A few more for Peyton, guys. You went downfield on the first play. You like to do that to make a statement?
I don't know necessarily a statement. It was just a play call, and it was a play we ran later in the game. I probably should have thrown it to somebody else on that play. I think I had Stokely coming across the middle. So it's just it's a play that could go to anybody on that play, short, medium, or long.
Have you seen development in Decker and DT as the season has gone along? And is that a goal of yours when you came in to help guys like that get better?
Well, I think the goal is to get on the same page. Obviously, the more that the receivers and I are on the same page, the better for our offense, the better for our team. I do think the more games you play, the better you're going to be, the more practice reps you get, like I said, going against our secondary and one-on-one drills in practice. And it's, what are we, in the week 15 here, that's all the time we've had to improve our timing. It's not what it's going to be if you play with guys 6, 7, 8 years. So it feels like a scramble, and you're trying to use every piece of practice that you have, walkthroughs, meetings, special teams periods where you might get them off to the side. We try to use all those things to talk football and talk about things, and there's some things we've made strides on. There's some things that I think you just have to have more time in order to get more on the same page. But I appreciate their work ethic. I know Decker had a good day today. DT probably didn't have the numbers that he's been having, but his presence, I can assure you, is a huge part of what's going on out there. It's a huge part of why the run game was good. Most part of those runs, Baltimore had their safeties and corners, far removed from the line of scrimmage. That's because the respect they have for a guy like Demaryius Thomas and Decker. And so if you can run it versus those looks, when they come up, if you can throw it, that means you're playing good offensive football. So I thought DT's presence was huge today, and I really appreciate the way those guys work.
Last question, Arnold.
The race for a first-round bye is down to 3 teams. So do you pay any attention to the other 2 are doing?
We just can't. All we can control is the two games we have left, and we got Cleveland, and that's the most important game because it's the next one, and we'll get ready for those guys this week, and that's really all we can control.